Treviso in northern Italy is home to Fabrica, the Benetton Group's now legendary factory of ideas. The inspiring architecture of Taddeo Ando provides a creative hothouse for new generation provocateurs from around the world. A fitting place, therefore, for the game-changing hospitality company Airbnb to come in search of original thinkers to think about the notion of a warm welcome. Fabrica designers were tasked with conceptualizing the sharing relationship between guests and their hosts for Housewarming, an experiential installation to be staged at Palazzo Crespi for the 2015 edition of Salone del Mobile in Milan.
For me, it's like how we succeed to take, let's say, the basic of traveling, but how we succeed to reinvent it. Traveling is like life, and it's about the way we put things together by ourselves is eventually something that we can offer to someone else. It's not even to design it, because to design it in a way, it's like to force someone to go in your direction. For me, it's more about creating a catalog of possibilities. Basically, you need to analyze and can do a very strong X-ray of what is your position. And slowly, if you cook it well, it can become something. So you just need to feel all these little elements around you, being very attentive, open, and to absorb this info, and then you rearrange it, you design it.
19 designers from across the globe excavated their cultures to come up with a series of creative moments. From the symbolism of Italian paper trays to an interactive take on the ritual of business card giving in Japan, the projects referenced iconic notions of place while delicately navigating the pitfalls of stereotypes. Teatime is the title of British-born Daniel Roos's invention that marries his country's traditions with Italy's glass-blowing expertise.
I started by looking at all the different typologies of tea sets. And then I was looking into more kind of chemistry sets, and you'll see that there's a very beaker type shape, funnel type shape, because I really looked into how it becomes a process and it's a preference, and I wanted to have this kind of scientific feeling. I'd hope that you'd really be able to see my identity within these pieces. I've taken respect from the cultures and tried to design something which is very much about the British tea service, about serving, and about being the person who's kind of giving someone a warm welcome, giving an experience, and they really enjoy that. And I don't think that's really related to kind of nationalism or a strong sense of culture. I think it's a human thing.
Central to the Airbnb experience is feeling like a local, so Australian graphic designer Thomas Feathers decided to have fun with literal pieces of advice to create wise and whimsical puzzles for visitors to make together on site.
With graphic design, and particularly typography and layout, it's constantly like a puzzle. It's always like moving things around and seeing what looks good here and here. So that was essentially the starting point. And also, for me, puzzles were this thing which I used to play with my family. So I think the idea of a board game or this kind of ritual where you share this experience between two or more people and you kind of arrive at a finished solution, it's quite a nice thing that I wanted to play off.
Travel experiences turn into memories, and Portuguese designer Mariana Fernandes plays with the idea of creating souvenirs by superimposing tourist iconography from her home city of Lisbon onto postcards of Milan, the installation's host city.
With these graphics, I want to create a dialogue between Milan and Lisbon. So I created two different drawings, translating that idea, and overlapping that, I'm creating this kind of dialogue. People are going to see me working, printing postcards, so they can be part of the experience as well. They can choose the graphics they prefer, and they can be, in a way, be part of the process as well. And after they get the souvenir with them. Giving my souvenirs to the guests, I want them to feel special in a way, because I spent time, there was a person, me, spending time designing it and printing it, and it just shows that someone cares about your presence there. So you don't need to design a lot, it's just a matter of caring about someone.
Across all disciplines, change through communication is Fabrica Research Centre's mantra, echoed in very personal ways in designers' attempts to capture the essence of a welcoming experience.
You really feel that there is different levels of interacting with the other one, and that there is different levels also of being generous. Not measuring the generosity, but there is different ways of shaping generosity and how you're gonna leave a specific memory. Because this project is about designing the future memory of the visitors.
As Palazzo Crespi opens its doors to Milan Furniture Fair visitors, a house will be turned into a home. The experience will be rich, though it will be transient. But like all the best welcomes, it hopes to be memorable. In Treviso for Monocle, I'm Gillian Tobias.